I'm scouting around for office space this week. I can no longer cohabitate an office/working area with my dog. This is the hub. I don't know how new it is, but it looks like they've got stacks of space and not many people here. And this is quite a nice space too, the coffee area. It's always nice to have, have some variety and some options about where I sit to work. That was a nice space. There was lots of variety over 3 levels, different meeting rooms, breakout areas, lots of good light. I really liked it. And they've got a special deal at the moment because they're reasonably new. It's only $500 a month for either 6 months or 12 months, depending on what length of contract I take. So I'm going to do a free trial in the last week of January. And if I'm happy with it, if it suits me for the podcasting and webinars in particular, then I'll go for it. Pretty happy with the outcome there at this point. So this morning I've got a meeting room for 3 hours for free at the State Library, this building here, and I'm doing a marketing strategy session, just about to meet the woman who's doing the session with me at the cafe. So I'm still at the State Library. I've just finished my 3-hour marketing strategy session with Tracy Sheen from Unusual Comms, and I tell you that 3 hours just absolutely flew by. It was really interesting to kind of look at what my business is all about a lot of the marketing activity I've already been doing, a lot of the content I've been creating, and the opportunities to connect better with different segments, different groups of people who could benefit potentially from knowing about what I do and working with me, and how we could do that more efficiently and to get more leverage from some of the activity I'm already doing. So I'm quite excited about what's possible and about some of the ideas for building on things I'm already doing. Probably 3 key things for me coming out of that session that I am most attracted to and think will make the most difference. One is repurposing my existing content and leveraging that content more effectively. The second is automating some things, including using a couple of tools to connect via LinkedIn with more people in roles outside of learning and development, and to start developing relationships and conversations with them. And the third thing is around that segmenting, which is necessary to help with figuring out who am I connecting to and what's relevant to them, and how do I talk to their world, to their problems, to their opportunities. So what happens next is that Tracy goes away and she and her team run a whole lot of, data gathering, searching, really doing some more research around my market, around the segments, and compile, based on today's conversation plus that research, 40-page report with a set of recommendations, which can either be a standalone thing that I go away and implement separately, or could be something that I build a relationship with Unusual Comms around supporting me on. But one thing is for sure, and I've known this for some time, I really need some ongoing support to help me with the marketing work, because it's just taking a lot of time, and I know I'm not doing it as well as I really need to be doing to grow the business. So I'm back home. I've been doing some work on preparation for a learning and development team workshop where we'll be creating a capability development plan for the learning and development team skills. This is the first time I'll be running one of these workshops after having used the capability map from the Learning and Performance Institute to do actually an assessment of current skill set across this particular team compared to a target skill set. They're going through a lot of transformation, a lot of change, so wanting to look at, or we have looked at, what skills do they need in the next 12 to 18 months and done a comparison and analysis of where are they at now to identify quite precisely in terms of levels of proficiency for key skills, what their priority development needs are. So in this workshop we'll be breaking into working groups and I'll be guiding them through a process to create the development plans. I'm finding a lot of synergies and overlaps, a lot of iteration and things I can build upon in the professional development work I've been doing, the one-on-one and small group, and this particular workshop. So for one example, one of them is I've structured the identification of development activities for each competency around the idea that we learn from experiences from people and investigation. So I can reuse a lot of the thinking and introductory material I've been using with the mentoring sessions, and I'm going to use with the webinar I've booked, the Professional Development Planning webinar. I can use them also with these team development workshops. So over the past 2 to 3 months, I've started working in a lot more of an agile and iterative way, trying something, adapting, building, scaling to a different solution, thinking about how else could I use this, and doing lots of little experiments, kind of in the lean approach around minimum viable product, and what can I do next to use this and create value out of it. And I'm enjoying working in this way. Right now though, I think someone's telling me that they need to go out for a walk.